Man, this game is so good. I wish I knew how to make games.
Wish granted.
Who said that?
Now you know how to make games.
Okay, but what's the catch?
You need to teach everyone.
Okay, seems fair. Let's start then. Hello and welcome to IT Genio. My name is Vlad and today I'm going to help you make your first steps in game development. In the past, even the most basic game of all would take a lot of not only programming, but also hardware engineering skills. And you may consider yourself lucky, as now there are a lot of tools to help you create your first game. To create a game, you would need to use something called a game engine. That is a program with a set of tools and features that allows you to create all the aspects of the game, from its code to its visual style and gameplay. Today, the three most popular game engines are Unity, Unreal Engine, and Roblox Studio. Now we're going to learn the basics of working in Roblox Studio. To download it, you need to go to roblox.com and click Create in the top left part of the screen. Once it's downloaded, you need to install it and log into your account. On the main page, select the template that's called Baseplate and give it a couple minutes to load. Once you're in, you might be a bit overwhelmed by the amount of different buttons, but try to focus on this window in the middle for now. This is your main workspace where you can create your map, test the game, and lots of other things. To move around, use the WASD keys on your keyboard, and to look around, hold down the right mouse button and move your mouse around. You can also use this box in the top right corner to snap to the left, right, top or bottom views. Now you can already play your game, and to do that, click on the play button at the top. To stop the game, click on the stop button. Now let's have a look at this window on the right. It's called Explorer, and this is a list of everything our game contains. And the workspace folder over here contains all the objects that you actually see on the map itself. Right now we have a camera, terrain, our spawn location, and a base plate. The base plate is this big platform, and we won't really need it for this example, so you can right-click it and click Delete. I will also close these two windows on the left, so there was a bit more space for us to work in. Let's create our own platform, but we're going to make it a lot smaller. To do that, click on Part at the top panel over here. Once you click it, it will create a part, which you can change however you like. Let's change its name and call it Platform 1. I would like to make this part a bit bigger, and to do that I can click on the Scale tool over here and just drag the spheres. If you try and play the game now, you will notice that the platform isn't here for some reason. The problem here is that all objects that should not be affected by gravity need to be anchored. And to do that, you need to select the part and click on the anchor button over here. Now let's move our spawn location with the move tool and put it in the center. As you can see, it blends in pretty well for now. But let's say I would like to change the color of our platform. I can do that by clicking the color button over here and choose the color I like. Or I could also use the properties window over here in the bottom right and change the color here. And now the spawn location doesn't really blend that well with our platform. So the best way is to make it invisible. Click on the spawn location and go to its transparency property over here. A part's transparency can vary from 0 to 1, where 0 is visible and 1 means fully transparent. Now we can do the same with this texture on the spawn location. Click on this triangle to see what's inside the spawn location, and you can see that there is an object called decal. That's this texture. We can change its transparency the same way we did it before. Let's duplicate our platform now. To do that, you can press Ctrl D on your keyboard. As you see, we got a copy of our platform over here. Let's name it Platform 2 and move it to the side a bit. Now I'm going to change its color to white and just duplicate this part a couple more times. And don't forget to rename the new ones. Now let's click the play button and see what we got. Looks great, but I would like the colors of the platforms to be random every time we start the game. To do that, let's create a folder to organize our game a bit better. Click on the plus icon near Workspace and select Folder. Let's rename the folder and call it Platforms to identify it a bit easier. Let's move our platforms inside that folder. Hold down Shift and select your platforms and drag and drop them into the folder. It's time to write some code. To create a script, click on the plus icon on the folder and choose Script. A script is a set of instructions from you to the computer. However, the computer understands only a certain amount of commands which need to be written in a specific way. Right now, we need to change the color of our first platform to a random one. To do that, we need to guide the program to the part that we want to change. As you see, it is located in the Platforms folder, which is located inside Workspace, and Workspace is located inside a folder called Game. So to guide the computer to this part, we need to type game.workspace.platforms.platform1. See, this is like a path to a folder on your computer. First you go into Game, then you go in Workspace. There we have a Platforms folder, inside of which we have the part that's called Platform 1. Now you already know that you can change the color of your parts in the Properties window over here, and you can change them through the script too. So let's continue our line of code and navigate our program to the brick color property of our part. Type .brickColor. Now this means that we are changing the brick color property of the part Platform 1. To make it random, you need to type equals brickColor.random. And that is basically it. Now if you run the game, Platform 1 will always have a random color. Now you can do the same with all the other platforms. And the last thing I would like to do now is to change the transparency of the first platform through our script. To do that, type game.workspace.platforms.platform1.transparency equals 0.5. Instead of 0.5, you can use any number from 0 to 1, like 0.1 or 0.55. The closer the number is to 1, the more transparent the part will be. And that is all for now. But of course, there is a lot more to cover in Roblox Studio. If you would like to learn more about making games in Roblox Studio, watch our other videos about it. Or check out our school, where we teach how to make games from the very beginning. Good luck!